I mean, all my shows invite awubone,
Yeah.
because she's the one who taught us the basics, the ethics of the art. Yabo. Shout out to Mamungunzi, unokweza bamaziyo. For me, I want to start in a highlight yami yabo.
Okay.
As you know, Westgala as an artist, we're always competing, that's a competition, and I'd say for all the years and then second, I always become number one student with design, of which for me that was the first thing I Africa, because in the first call a competition as scale. And now I wasn't doing it as a competition, I just did it as part of a passion. So all the known artists were competing and I wasn't competing, I was just doing a span some the submit. Only to find now man, all these previous years I'm the best artist because I got the certificates for that.
Yeah.
So that was my highlight at high school. And then my lowest point, bro, doing what you love, as we just mentioned, sewing skinny. So I remember this other time, this designer cut your hair because I always had inwele. I'm like, the was as cut his hair, something flexible and mama be informed as well.
Yeah.
So now they took me by the side front out of the whole school.
Yo, King. Siqala ngapi?
Up to where King was I taking.
Oh shit. Damn. It's crazy because like the episode for him now it's gonna be very nostalgic because it takes me back to high school. Yeah, it takes me back to a Slimela. Shout out to every student that's a Slimela that is watching right now.
Yeah, peace.
That was a long time ago. 2013, grade 12. Yeah, that was a long time ago. But like you that more Shagosa scholar in a sense that a year later when I went to go and perform, secretary what to go was what enough, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And she was like, performer, that's how. Yeah, that's how my reputation was as Kela. Like, in how you remember on a King, how was your reputation as Kela? As an artist and also as a student?
I'd say there wasn't a boundary for him like King yabo.
Yeah.
As an artist I was always free to express myself, but they were following the rules too much yabo.
Yeah.
Because we were the first ones who's tungelo skinny out of it.
I remember.
Remember the era, so we got expelled plenty of times as a siege yabo. But just like every youth man, we enjoy the high school, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone who's a comp still.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Comp. Otherwise, it's your boy Kof, man. I'm out here in Cape Town, Kugulete, Barcelona, Bill, but not like in a pole. We are just in front of a mural that was done last week for about 5 days, if I count the day we're doing a plastering. So we started Monday, plastering, Tuesday, finishing up plastering, and then from Wednesday until Friday, it was a mural. I'm just going to give a background of what's the mural for and just give a brief explanation. So some of you know already that I'm a youth ambassador for AfriFOODLinks, which is a project by ICLI Africa, and it's funded by EU. So as a youth ambassador, I'm like a voice for my peers to like kind of like encourage them to get involved in food systems, and my passion was always to like urge people to eat healthy. So when they gave me the task to do a mural, I was sure that this is the message that I want to push. Unfortunately, this angle can't show everything, but I'll try and put pictures. It says you are what you eat, and a lot of people have been like, but just to explain that it's basically exactly what it means. But if then basically your health or your diet is abangamakuinya. Understand? So I'm trying to encourage people to eat healthy and also to have their own backyard gardens. Yeah, Bolawe.
Yeah,
I want to ask you, King, like when you got there, I'm going to go back on who you are. I know people are wondering, we're going to go back to that.
Yeah,
but I want to ask you before we go to that, like, what came to your mind when I approached you about this thing?
Honestly, King, as a kasi, we're not ital,
Yeah.
so for me, being part of this project, it brought a different energy because we grew up doing agriculture, but we don't know where it ended.
Yeah.
As even as we don't know because that was our thing. So for me, it just gave me to be more part of this project, because I won't lie and say I was eating healthy, but I am managing what I'm eating. So being part of this project made me being interested more with agriculture and thanks, King, for the invite and collaboration for the.
Yeah, like there's a crazy thing. There's a crazy story that I need to tell you guys. The fact that we had a different wall from this one, and unfortunately they changed their minds and we couldn't do the thing, and the design was different. Like, what was the inspiration? Because I know the design was already there, but like to maneuver the design and put it, because it's totally different.
A different wall and
like
design.
How was that process for you?
50% difficult.
Okay.
But as an artist, I'm already used into changing the surfaces and the walls.
Yeah.
But for this one, as you already said, by design year 2 was ready for that first wall.
Yeah.
So, and we didn't get a chance to do the second design.
Yeah.
So it's more like this is a free hand, this is a freestyle design. So it was kind of challenging for me, and I was happy to do into that kind of different to all the previous projects.
Yeah, it was actually on the spot, man, and I was like, I like the fact that it was like very fluent in terms of getting these kind of ideas, like, sir, what should we put this thing? Because I cook glanda will be cool.
Actual design.
And it's like the other ideas here just came about. Like, I'll show pictures, but the mountain, we're not sure what color until we concluded to have like grayish, and like the tones came together, and spinaches were an option to put it in the middle or put it side by side. Yeah, understand?
Halfway.
And how it all came out, it's like pure collaboration, and I'm so happy about it. We're gonna come back later to the wall, but now I'm gonna go to Uwena, the artist and the actual person. So a brief explanation on who he is from my perspective. I went to school with him. Ayabong Chongwan Khador.
That's me, bro.
And from Eskela, the art was there. The Moshega Kulu Walanga, so I know the streets. And of course, after high school, people go separate ways. Yeah, but I want to understand when, like, we've had this conversation behind the scenes, but like when growing up Langa and also having Iskolo Sako like probably 5 minutes away, ne?
Yeah, I'd say 5 minutes max.
Yeah, some of the things that you told me about like having people that actually know your family and navigating that around this scale.
Yeah, King, what can I say? You already introduced me. Ayabonga Khador Nchongwana from Langa, grew up Langa as a visual artist. But ubona ukhulele kasi is the same as every kid. It's no challenges there to yabo. We grow up notorious, as you said, yabo. But sometimes you just have a motive of what you are doing. And Eskela, I was always the artist. I was known for art. So for me, it was always the vision that I wanted to pursue. And then meeting challenges as a youth, as you said, by Eskela, I had the platform, but I was more guided because most Yetishala no miss were living close to my family or to my home.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have the chance to explore as my in-laws.
Yeah.
But yeah, growing up, man, I've always been the artist. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Like, Eskela, like, art was a thing, bruh.
Okay.
Because I remember, like, art students introduced things.
Yeah.
Like, they were so innovative. Because I remember there was an era you change jeans into bags, because like textbooks were a lot and we didn't have something to carry extra books on the side, but art students came out with
the
jeans
designs of doing the bags.
Get jeans. How was that? Like, do you even remember who probably came up with that? That was cool.
I won't really say who specifically, but I was part of the students because because we had the access of a sewing machine with class design. Even what I just mentioned, sense of skinny jeans, because we were not comfortable wearing it. So we just turned around the uniform into a fashion, something that we could be comfortable wearing in school. Same as Bousich on a bag. Like I had my bag stitched into African fabrics. So it was always us trying to be different instead of carrying the same bags that are known. Some baby pacha plastic, because we didn't have extra bags, and I was ubane backpacks as so that's not good for when I'm first. So we had to do carry bags on our own, and something you can't just come around carrying it. That used to happen back then, but we came with a weight and we would sell some to in an affordable price, because you wouldn't get those anywhere.
Even painting the bags.
We painted the
bags.
The
art, I remember.
Painted bags, even doing the shirts for metric students.
It
was a platform for us, because we started making business out of the art. If you look at it in a business way, but those are one of his Indotina that inspired us. But you can actually make a mile out of the way, because we came from different backgrounds, and there's a country background, so to say, being a country. So for me, instead of the mali lunch, I had to hustle a scale. So that's how I made my own pocket money, my own lunch. Out of the mali or a scale, whereas you are sent about your phone.
What would you say, like, it's like your lowest point as a art student, as Scaler, and also your highlight at the same time? And also with the highlights, please go beyond mentioning Umiswa Art, because I feel like she played a vital role.
That's a role model, bro. I mean, all my shows, them invite because she's the one who taught us the basics, the ethics of the art. Shout out to Mamungunzi, Unokweza, Bamazio. For me, I want to start in a highlight.
Okay.
As you know, Westgala is an artist. We're always competing, that's the competition, and I'd say for all the years, and then I always become #1 student with design, of which for me that was the first thing I figured, because in the first call a competition as well. And I wasn't doing it as a competition, I just did it as part of a passion. So all the known artists were competing, and I wasn't competing. I was just doing the the submit, only to find all these previous years, I'm the best artist, because I got the certificates for that. So that was my highlight at high school. And then my lowest point, bro, doing what you love, as we just mentioned, sewing skinny. So I remember this other time, this designer cut your hair, because I always had I'm like, he was as cut his hair, and something flexible, and mama be informed as well. So now they took me by the side front out of the whole school. So now there's if you come up this girl, I would have a card on any time. Because I wonder what we're gonna do with the students. So they expected me to come back on a Monday, because like about Friday. Friday, I guess. And then Monday they expected me to come back and the guy. And I didn't do that. Because I came with my artist logic. But no, man, I have my say, I have my right. Not knowing but it's gonna escalate, ended up going to principal office, getting expelled, calling parents on me. So that was the embarrassing moment, bro. I don't wanna lie.
I actually relate. I relate 2 times. I'm not going in front, that was my thing.
I remember,
that thing
once.
you just boosted me as Kayla. We'll make up in front assembly. We are more shabby, but
and you're not guilty.
The hair part, my teachers went as far as they actually called my sister at home, from home, and then what discussed office in what discussed, And then I tried to run away with the fact that I am not mali yocheba. Do you know Babeti Mali?
Is it?
Literally on point, on the spot, office in Babeta Imali. Bamando yocheba. Imagine mna ndimke apha ekasi. Shaka maflecho am. This smart.
Damn.
That was a very weird day. So I understand like they were so passionate about like where your disciplining students getting a uniform. Even like Oshoti, they were not allowed in my era.
And you were
and I was one of the people I've ever done with Oshoti, and I got quite drama around that. But of course, I think a lot of students that were creative, man, they came out with something Escala, because most of them buzzy way. Yeah, understand. They're doing big things. Yeah, understand. Shout out to Masiza Kemia Taza,
one of the
who
greats.
actually won in that Bank Cup, which was crazy, bro, to see that.
Bro,
that was really amazing. And also Abongiles Tumo.
There's a plenty in the industry.
There's a lot.
We can come
There's really a lot. Khrodman, stories Khrodman, he came to the Black Couch. Utawara.
Okay.
Utawara is doing filming, is doing sports broadcasting.
Okay.
He's doing live broadcasting. Like he's the one who actually gave us a Zoom recorder. They record the audio over my pume. Get quality. For these past years, we've been getting quality sound because of him. Basically, I understand. So I believe in Urban Basa Scala. That's why I was brainstorming an idea. I even told Ubonga Klingile.
Okay.
But hey, I want to do like an alumni event, a Slimela. You understand? And bring everyone who's done like great things. And like kind of like feed off like energy to the students to kind of like give them the idea about you can do something. Yeah, understand? Which is even beyond your thinking. Yeah, understand? Because whenever I'm doing any project kwa Langa, yeah, understand? October, recently done a Maze tour.
Okay.
Yeah, understand? And I met one of the teachers actually when I was doing the Maze tour, who took us. She was like, "Let's take a selfie." The football is to Miss Chich. Like,
not just students.
Yeah.
Make something out of themselves.
Which is really, really amazing. I want to go a little bit beyond Escala. Like, how was the life? Like, because like things start to change a little bit. Some people get scared of like living life beyond school. Even those last days of high school, they're a little bit weird. Yeah, I understand, because you have to gear up for the unknown, because you don't know it, how it is. Are you gonna work?
Outside.
Are you gonna go to school? Like, how was that for you?
Basically what I'll say, after high school, I had the motive just to continue with wanted to pursue art, went to the tertiary, but as it was as a guys who always struggle financially, so it never really went the way or accordingly how I had planned it. Because I had my timeline, but the finance broke that timeline. So I was like, let me go and freelance. Let me still do this, but not the academic way. Because I always knew the vision is one. So just because I didn't do it the academic way doesn't mean I couldn't do it, because I'm still here, and now I'm in the industry with the same people that I left SKL. We're doing the same thing, we clash on the field. So man, for me, after SKL, it was really challenging, just like everything else. I had to go all out, it was pandela, because you had to hustle for your own self. And for Ubalapa, it's been like 10 years of a professionalism doing this. All I can say is the consistency, my brother. Because I just stick to being consistent and doing what I love, what sets me free. Because for me, the prize is freedom at the end. So that's just why it's lapa so doing what I love.
I want to ask you something. Like, do you have any like huge highlight in terms of any project you've ever done? Like, you feel like you are chonga. Lena, when it comes to my profile, ihlala pha phezulu, like litikiti,
I actually have.
Yeah.
Let me mention 2 projects, basically. One of the biggest mural in Cape Town. I was part of those murals. The Lapa just around the Philippi village silos.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest. It was a solidarity for Palestine.
Okay.
Yabo. So that's the biggest project I'm happy to be part of, because we know Noba Upe Cape Town, we know that's the biggest mural.
Okay.
And it speaks volume on my portfolio. And the second one, out of the artist in South Africa being invited to go to another province to paint a mural, because I went to Jozi to do a mural for blood donation.
Okay.
And I went to Soweto theaters. So for me, I think it was the first time going out of Cape Town doing Ispan.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 of my highlights.
Yeah. Can you elaborate a little bit from Leia Jozi? I know you've told me the story, but like the whole process of you going, yeah, but was it your first time outside? How that trip went?
I wouldn't really say it was my first time outside, but it was my first time going for Ispan.
Okay.
Because I normally visit in Daungendao.
Yeah.
But the most interesting thing now, I'm going there to do my work, and I know there are artists apart, and now they got you out of a database and you are in Cape Town. So that means you are doing something in the industry. Your name is recognized. So that's really what inspired me. But Ubase Jozi, man, it was, I'll say, a milestone that I learned something from, because I was in familiar Nezinye Inda, because I went to the different side, the Soweto, of which everyone talks about, the Soweto, having to experience how people there treat each other, one environment alone. So there's a lot, my brother. There's a lot, but it was my highlight.
Yeah. How do you feel about? Because like earlier on we spoke about a style that came with art students as Gela. Like how was the style and fashion, even the style of painting?
Nah, about this style, I can say it's a personal thing.
Okay.
Because as an artist, we all have techniques there too. We might draw the same, we might do the same picture as it is, but so differentiate techniques as is.
Yeah.
And you'd find out where there is a difference between Cape Town artist and Jozi artist.
Yeah.
First of all, your community up in Cape Town, we work separate. It shows the workers and community. So hence you find out but they have a similar style. So only artists is apart because they work in a closed environment. And then Tina Cape Town, we all want to be independent. So now everyone is trying to build Kamalake, and that's how it come about. Kubanzima build a community because we all have our different techniques. We don't talk with each other how to tackle things.
Yeah. Now that makes sense, because like that kind of like cross into different fields, even in music and journalism. I've experienced that in journalism a lot. Going to Soweto Derby and getting so much love, and then when I'm shooting here, it's like literally people.
Familiar faces.
They don't care, they're like, I don't have time for this. But in Joburg, people were like, yo, bro, ungubanu api, can we subscribe? P, yeah, I understand.
Different energy.
Yeah. So I totally get you when it comes to that thing. I want you to tell me about la mural le. Langa back, because I feel like that.
Oh yeah.
That's like something that you can never forget if. Even if we are for the first time and then get up back,
that's the first
it's like bah. Yeah.
And talking about that one was one of the best CVM before I did these murals, because I would say you attracted more murals.
Okay.
Because for that mural I was commissioned by City of Cape Town, and we were also doing it for Netball World Cup.
I remember. I remember.
So that was a commission from Netball World Cup in the City of Cape Town. So it was one of the biggest. So we had to make a masterpiece, and from Abantu Abasuka Airport heading to Cape Town, they're gonna pass there. So now leaving your footprint, pana, you have to make sure but you master everything.
Yeah.
And it was the first time challenging scale before I went bigger. Because it was the first big scale before I got this silos. So yeah, man, and every time I'm leaving the township going to the CBD, motivate because if I'm using a public transport, abantu bangokola ngayo, and now you are there in between bona and they don't even know about wenzela yabo. So it always a mood booster for me. Thanks.
That's really incredible, man. When I saw that work, I was like, this is crazy, bruh. Like that's a masterpiece, and I feel like stuff like that do, because like you've told me before, like your people know you. You understand?
Yeah,
Even if
yeah.
you figure like also they know he's from work.
Sukospana, for
Like just
sure.
to elaborate on camera, like that kind of energy kwalanga injani.
Nah, mina yabona kwalanga ikasi artist first of all.
Yeah,
Esibabe
yeah.
sisitsho.
Yeah.
Artists ezininzi ziphuma eCom at the same time ziphuma kwalanga within, yabo. So Tina for artists they get celebrated kwalanga because
Yeah.
we took a different path. Ulanga besaziwa is ikasi sport, yabo. We can count uTsolekile, oPerform, amaGotman onke, yabo. But then when it came to art, we changed everything. Now you can see Ulanga, it's more like an art destination. Yabo. So now there are some people they don't even know my name, but they are artists, yabo, because of the energy that we give to people. When we paint these streets, okay, it's because of the money car. Yabo. Sometimes we change moods as a band because people leave their places feeling down, and when they pass the mural, you just can't ignore it because color bring peace to the soul. So it also gives that connection back. Say we can heal ikas through murals.
Yeah.
So I love the energy that it brings between mna nabantu bam.
Yeah. Talking about Abantu Bag, I want to go back and like, because we've tackled you outside of school the beginning, but I want to go back because you've told me that you went back to Escala to go and give lessons, if I may put it like that. Tell me about that one. How did that one come about? And then
Yeah, I'd say I was facilitating the afternoon project art Escala. It was also a commission with let me say collaboration with the city of Cape Town because it be a project yabo basically.
Okay.
But also they couldn't do it without us because we had the idea.
Okay.
But one of the came as service providers. So we came back to Escala because Tina during our time the idea after school. So we always felt the void because now the students are coming to us. They want to learn more. Now you have to sacrifice your time between professionalism and accommodating in Sekas.
Yeah.
And as for us, we grew up without role models. There were no artists before us because they started like era to basically.
Yeah.
Mrs. Bonela Kude TV, and now we want to mend la bridge between us. So we were like, okay, let's accommodate the kids. But now the material we have is only enough for Ispansam. Now city, that's where they came in. To mend equipment for Ingosis, be exposed to the art. Then we taught them the same techniques and the ethics that we got from the art classes.
Okay.
But those projects, they come to end because it was in permanent project. It was still a pilot born at Abesisho. They were testing it if it's about positive. And then when it became positive, it just disappeared, because some things happen in Cape Town industries.
Yeah. But like, how did the students receive that work though?
Nah, trust me, I still have a communication, a relationship with my student. Now I'm doing it on my free times, whenever I have a time, but I make sure by babone once a week because I can't always be available for bona. And now what I do, ndithetha usuku nomiswabo, then tell me, okay, kule veki bazoba khona ngolwesithathu or ngolwesine. So I'm using those days just to fill in the gap, so that bona they don't see the void uba siyekile la program. So now I'm still mending the space.
Yeah. Nah, it definitely makes sense because like also like when it comes to music and other things, filming, I get those kind of approaches, but it's very difficult to squeeze into the schedule,
It's tight, bro.
Especially now the season that it's going to, like we're on spring, going towards summer, it's crazy, do you think now for you this is the season that you're gonna get more work going forward? What's the peak season for like? Okay, because you do different things. You're not just doing murals. You do also canvas. But like for murals, like what's the peak season?
Nah, this is the best season now.
Okay.
As this is the first mural after winter. Trust me, there's gonna be more because we don't work during winter season because we have the weather Cape Town imbi, so it's destructive. So now this is the peak season for me until around February, March.
I want to tap a little bit into a canvas. Like, take me through that stuff. Like, how is it different from murals, according to you?
There's a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Because with the murals, you're tackling a bigger scale now. But always with the canvas now, the difference, it is smaller than the walls, but you still have to accommodate whatever you're doing. Is either a portrait or a landscape. But for me, I would say canvas, it's much difficult because upper you get to explore yourself in a bigger scale. So you are not afraid to do anything. Then a canvas, it can take longer than a mural. Because a mural, you can do it in a maximum of 14 days, depending how big it is.
Okay.
But with the canvas, trust me, you can't do it less than a month.
Okay.
So with the canvas, you have these small details. So yeah, there is a boundary sometimes, and how I juggle with it, I know during winter time, I prefer to be working on canvases because I'm enclosed and I can't do murals anymore.
Yeah.
And during summer, that's where I get to explore murals more because I'm outside, everyone is outside.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you this question, but the let's talk about man. This question is not good. I was gonna ask you what's your best-selling canvas, but I'm also thinking we can't put your payroll on the camera.
Wages. That's my wages.
We can't do that. But when was your last highest selling canvas? When was the last one?
It was the previous art fair. There was international art fair, Cape Town. You know, we have international curators, international buyers.
Yeah.
So I think, and it was the last artwork I actually sold.
Okay.
So I think it's the one that got me covered for until now.
Yeah.
Say that.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I used to do. Okay, no, I can't say it's art, but I used to draw in school. But I was always interested in like doing stuff like that. I don't know your passion, but but I think I got introduced to different things. But now it's under umbrella art,
It's all art.
Yeah. Which is still, it still feeds the soul, man. Because I feel like art feeds the soul, and if you don't get it, then you'll never get it anymore.
That's the price.
Like I wanna actually tap into that. Like at home or around the family, do they get it or they don't get it? Because like the reason why I'm asking you, I'm gonna say something very personal.
Okay.
I don't know if my family member is gonna watch this, but I remember, I think it might have been the 60th birthday of my aunt Stellenbosch, and when I got there, I brought my camera. I think 2 years or 3 years back, maybe 2 years, 3 years back. Okay. But I brought my camera, and I brought my guitar because I was like, okay, I'm gonna play her some couple of songs, and I'm gonna capture the whole thing. So I started shooting from the house to the church. She's a church goer. From the house to the church, everything. The kitchen, everything I was shooting.
Okay.
And then at the kitchen, you know, when family is around, we're like, Nyamkhumbula mntaka all of that. It's like, it starts to get weird.
Awkward moments.
Yeah. And they're like, Sembona, I'm Rasta. Like, but now the guy, I'll call him my uncle. But the guy was like, December. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm busy with tourism this December.
That's the peak season.
I'm busy with my art this December. And the guy was, tourism and art and leyo. And I was like, to me, bro, bro. I'm here after so many years. Yeah, understand? Those are the kind of things that make you feel like, as an artist, these people don't get it. Yeah, I understand. I want to ask you, like, how's your journey when it comes to stuff like that?
Being an artist coming from black families, bro, alone, it's a curse. To them, because I grew up being an outcast of the family.
Yeah.
Because now choosing art, sometimes it seems like, lazy, because now you don't wake up saying just like everyone. You have your own schedule, you do things at your own time. So I think I was always sidelined, as a family, hence I chose to stay away. If you knew, like I left my family at high school. That was the last time I lived with the family, and it's a high school.
Yeah.
Because of Indozinja, because sometimes even the conversation that they're having, was about awkward. Because some people will talk in J, like nah stress or because bongo rasta bafuna uphangela those kind of things. So for me I'd say it was challenging. They never understood the art, but I would say shout out to time alarm that I never knew one, because finding abantu abandaziyo and abazi umjita, they would say he was the explorer. So now I think I'm walking on his path, even though we never got to meet, because a man passed away when I was still young, and now following the footsteps of visiting Amazes. So to me, it boosted me, but I can still do this even without the family having to understand me, because I wasn't chasing a salary or income, I was chasing a freedom, because that's the way I had to tackle with the trauma that I had as a child, because we grew up in broken family situations. So now I'm not the person who prefer to speak. So I prefer to jot down everything and draw whatever I used to. Even the back page of my book was always having the drawings, because if I saw your black page of the book as AMD, I saw lack of creativity. So that was me until I started making cash. Until I exhibitor, because when I did the exhibitions, that's when they started seeing the vision. Okay, lento bufuna uyenza le bizawuphelela lapha le way, So I grew up kula path. They only came back to support it art is picking up. So ikhula kanjalo my king.
I 100% relate on that. It's a crazy thing, man, because like I remember having that kind of conversation with my two sisters, and they came up with a conclusion. They were like, yo, mama ke wayenje. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe that's my ticket. Okay, fine. But like I remember one day when my older sister called in on radio, bruh. That was very, that was like, hey, I didn't expect this. But she called in on radio and she like started saying that she never believed in this thing.
Okay.
And she used to like switch off umbane front, because kitale front, but walk pie or ginos or record.
Damn.
So like I totally, the reason why I'm asking you those kind of questions, because bruh, I feel like there's a lot of people who still go through those things. Nabafika yo mean, you understand? And it's very hard to navigate that thing without having a reflection. Your umdu's already doing that thing. And it leads me to my next question about like, according to when angibano ujonge bo kusachonga asasipane siyanibasela.
Now you know what I can say personally. There was a guy I used to see, painting murals back then, but I didn't know it was murals.
Okay.
So whenever I saw the guy painting, I would just watch. I'm like, nah, I wanna do that thing. I don't even know what it is. Even back in primary, coming to school, there was a different guy who paint art, and people saw him as a crazy dude. Until he disappeared and his career started picking up. So those are the people that pushed me. Those people that were seem like they lazy, they good for nothing. So that's scoops, I'd say. And now the guy that I'm talking about, I'm also working with. I got a chance to work now. So for me, it was a highlight in my career.
It's that's also a reflection on how you were treating the kids when we were busy with the mural, and also understanding how they feel at that moment. Asking all of those crazy questions. Which are valid questions, because like even with me getting into filming, I had crazy questions, but abantu bangaphakathi benza njani kutheni la moto yaflya yathi la camera ijike njani So those things got me interested in a sense that I got involved in the filming. Same applies nomculo like ufika njani pha ekhasetini and then getting to understand they actually record they record all hlobo. So those kind of questions at a very young age, they may seem stupid or crazy, but they are valid questions that are leading up to something. I understand. But it's very hard for a lot of people to understand that. Hence, I love episodes like this. I don't really do episodes like this to get views. I don't care as much about views, but I know it's going to hit the right spots. I understand the right audience. I understand. And people who love value out of Ikasi, they will watch an episode like this, because nowadays, if it's not trending, it's not controversial, then it's not like dope. Yeah, but which is really, really crazy. I want to ask you, like, currently, like, you talked about, is it a festival coming up?
It's an open book festival.
Okay.
Happening at Homecoming Center here in Cape Town,
Okay.
starting on the 5th of this month. So yeah, I'll be part of the festival. I'll be doing a live drawing during the festival. Yeah, I think it's a free entrance general, except the specific workshops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's running from a homecoming center. Okay, I know
Next
homecoming
to
center.
Parade, I'll say.
Yeah. Homecoming center.
Just
It's close to District 6.
yeah, close to District 6 if you using Iputendach before you reach police station Cape Town.
Peyton.
Payden nach. And unless you pronounce it in English, because there's a German street.
Yeah. Close to Harrington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harrington.
I now remember, because there's something happening close September, pa.
Okay.
And I'll be there. I was there last year. Actually, it corresponds with AfriFOODLinks, because our last year our consortium meeting was in Homecoming Center.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
for the whole week. It was in the Homecoming Center. I want to ask you two questions. It's a two-way question. Yeah,
Okay,
bo.
perfect.
That I love to ask. Yeah, bo. What's that one thing that you hear about yourself that is not true? And also, what's that one thing that people don't know about you that you would love them to know?
First thing, I would love people to know about me. Kuba ngumuntu wabantu man, ubona. Because people would expect you to smile as if there's something wrong. Because people will be like, "Hey, uyanquma cuz." And that's how I'm made. Because if you're not smiling, they think you're going through a lot.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm going through my mind. That's where I find peace. That's what I would love people to know about me.
Yeah.
And a lot of things. Let me name you. Said one.
Yeah.
That people. Can you give me the question again?
In the vibe. Okay.
Oh, that's not true about me.
Yeah.
There's a lot, man. It's a dark industry, you know. Being an artist is challenging because it's a dark industry, and some people would say like, "Nah, man, you've changed. You were this artist before you reach your goals, and once you became on the mainstream, you changed into a different artist. You're no longer controversial now. You're no longer political about your work. You're doing good work, beautiful work, smiley work, of which our people, they want us to be revolutionary. Yeah, that's the route, but we can't always focus on the past. So I changed my ways because I was like, if I want to heal, I can't always focus on the controversial works.
Yeah.
That was the part of the journey. That was the part of the healing. So I paint according to the mood, according to the soul. So when I found my soul, and I found the purpose, that's when I started painting these pics that I'm currently doing now, the series that I'm working on. That series works, or it can tell people how free I am now from all the chains that I was experiencing back then. Because I can paint about peace when I'm still not in peace with myself first.
Yeah.
But I had to find that peace. I had to find my path. Then I knew, okay, this is the work that talks to my soul now.
That's powerful, man. Because like, to just add on top of that, I'm one person who loves like revolution, and also I love pushing like border things that are gonna uplift us. But there's something I always say. Some people might get offended by that thing, but like, not everyone is gonna be Ukrisani.
Not all of us.
You have to try and play your own role.
Not all of us.
But not all of us have to be on the forefront, get the head cut. But there's somehow a role that you can play. But even if it's uplifting the kids, one of those kids next
Definitely.
without you being directly
Definitely. They're getting the teachings, the wisdom from the kids.
Yeah. I know for myself now. I understand, but like what I wanted to have with the mural, Bolawe. the messaging, the plans, and what I chose to have here. I want to ask you based on the tone and the colors, because you were sure about the colors, and you were sure like, okay, Funa, this kind of darkness, this kind of lightness. Like, what do you want people to get from the mural when it comes to stuff like that?
Now, first of all, as an artist, you work with colors, you work with the environment. For Mna, I knew about, okay, if we're gonna talk about healthy eatings, let's paint in natural colors. Let's not have secondary or tertiary colors, because upper we only worked with the primary colors. Something that's natural, you cannot mix them. So that's what really motivated me to work with these colors. I knew if we have colors that would relate in the nature, then we have a good piece.
That's actually interesting, because like it makes me think now, if it's the way you're putting it's primary colors, you don't have to mix them. And going back to your plant and also like you know there's GMOs now, with colorings. I understand things that are added into the natural thing. So it makes a lot of sense. I'm glad I asked that question. It makes a lot of sense now. I want to ask you, like, like, what do you want people to pick up? Because you've said it already about like how do people perceive you, but what do you want them to really pick up from when? As someone who lived or who lives Langa, as a neighbor, as an ex-schoolmate, as just a person in Langa, besides being an artist?
That's a difficult question, but I love it because it took me into a different perspective I didn't expect. But what I would love about Nabantu Baifu and the King, I would honestly say, be yourself. No matter what's going on, be yourself, especially my neighbors and the people from my neighborhood. They know how I actually grew up. But you about believing, but you will change the circumstances. You will be what you are, because most of Ulu, I would say they're chasing instant gratification, because you all want into the fast, of which I had a chance over Namdi 30 shortcuts, but I chose not to, because I knew I might take shortcuts and then the outcomes might not be what I wanted, because with the shortcuts, not always the results is grand. So I was like, let me take the long way, and the long way now is what made me solid, and I'm sticking in the same place because of the consistency. So if I was in myself, I'd say of which not something I can assume or what, but I believe
Yeah. Damn. It makes me think about myself, man. I think we have a lot of things in common, although we're doing different art forms, but somehow they come together.
Exactly.
At the end, yeah. I want to ask you, like, what would you want as a challenge when it comes to murals? Like, bangathiwa you andinikwa leyo yo andisemandleni.
I still want to go high, King, man. I want to reach heights,
Okay.
Because I think that last mural it was long for me. It was the first time reaching such heights.
Okay.
But I still want to do 10-story buildings.
Okay.
I want to go high as I can.
Yeah.
Because I mean, those murals, they change the perspective of how I saw things. I used to be afraid of the heights.
Yeah.
Until my job challenged me to go and challenge the heights. So now I want to go big.
Yeah. I remember when you went to go and buy the spray cans.
Yeah.
And you saw that tower, that lighting tower.
The tall one,
Yeah, stuff like that.
That's how far I want to go. 30th story.
Those are big things. Like, what would you say, like, when it comes to perspective of governance and also like commissions to assist the artists to actually have like good murals, like impactful murals?
But first of all, we need a good leadership, because people who understand, because not everyone is book smart.
Okay.
Because because we have ingos that have skills in different things.
Yeah.
But zijongwa nje, there are people who are good ngamacingo, then we'll be like, nah, that's nothing. Until you go into the industry, you find that there are abantu abatya ngamacingo, they're actually making big money.
Yeah.
But it's called sculpturing. So with us, I'd say we are being limited. So we also need the exposure into those things. We need infrastructures. We don't have infrastructures, my king.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to leave the ghetto and go to the CPT to reach infrastructure. We are having these studios in the CPT, whereas we should be having the art studios in the township. Lucky for me, I'm working on my own space because I'm avoiding as a boundary. Now you have to travel to his studio, and that time traveling to and from, it's a time you should be doing this pansako. It's like 2 hours wasted traveling.
Yeah.
So if we have those infrastructures close to us, then every kid will be able to unleash their potentials. That's how it should be starting, King. Then once we have those things, trust me, there will be more murals, because more murals need to be painted with infrastructures.
Yeah, of course.
Of which, as in us with infrastructures, as you saw, the mural that we are talking about, Langa, it's in a sport complex, of which we need spaces like those to utilize for murals.
Yeah. Nah, that's really true, man. Cause like, there was a thing of taking this mural somewhere else. I won't name the area, but it's not a Kasi. And I fought for it to have it a Kasi because I felt like people need these kind of projects. I understand, and you could see even when we was like working
During
here,
the project,
already people were going crazy. Like we had to stop a couple of times to let people take pictures. And also hearing kids having their own suggestions, like say, indole, this is Langa, which is it's something that opens up someone's mind.
Okay.
Because they've seen these kind of things somewhere else probably, but they don't have people to ask questions. But okay, seeing it being done. Yeah, understand. Now some of them, they've seen it because like I've seen so many guys coming in and be like, yo, hey, let's start to be.
Yeah, they saw the whole process.
Hey, man. Even the elder pie creature, he's like trying to like get everything into detail, but say ERP and understand, to get to understand, but hey, this was a process. Understand? Do you think that it would help to have more workshops at Kasi?
I believe it would, King.
Okay.
It would, because even for before being exposed to the industry and knowing the ethics on how to tackle the mural alone, I had to go out, go my Woodstock, living a CPT, like living a cars, just to get these workshops. But if as workshops bezilapa, it will, let's say, even a mural artist Langa aziko, so to say aziko. So having to as platforms on my own, it was another thing. And then if Bezilap as a platform, imagine how many people would have benefited from those platforms, how many mural artists would have come out of a ghetto if missing a Valelanga like it.
Yeah. Because I also believe like, hey, maybe it's a stereotype, as kids guys, yo. But hey, out as man.
King, I'm living with.
I hope I saw stereotype.
It's not. It's a reality. Because if we wanna educate as artists as Sakulayo, they should know these things. I mean, sport, there's always that guy who be like, in an way I used to do this thing. And me having went to art school, I had those guys that was as art, but they were not perseverance enough, because they know art, bro, it's a long route. You have to be persevere, just to conquer the road. Because if I'm willing to walk the path, as I've said, like I have 10 years in the industry now, and now you find people, they only want to get back to the industry, but they left it 10 years back. When I'm but now I want to walk this path. So it's always that thing. If you like instant gratification, then that's where it's going to end up. Because it's like normal career, whereas it's the only thing you want. Because most of them being as well, because they believe they have this thing, but they don't want to sacrifice and push this thing. So now the only way for them is to get bekasi bamoshe isibawusisho.
Yeah. Cause in Swembu, man, is out, man. Like they have skills, bruh. Like they can be something that they have to push as a scraps out. You understand? But they're using it in different, like, bruh. Or they clever,
Those people, they are smart, bro. Trust me. They
yeah.
are smart. It's just that we didn't have those platforms to uplift or sharpen the skill. So now they're using this skill sabo into other things.
Yeah.
I mean, kukho abantu that have qualified for their skills, but now akukho span. So the only way to utilize the skill sabo is to do the opposite thing.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy, man. Like, I want to go back to mural, canvas. Like, how can people get your work? If there's someone watching and they want to check out your work or even get to buy, like, where can they find you?
Ndifumaneka ku Insta at Khador Publica Studios. That's where everything it is. You just email me, you get all my details, then we talk from there.
Okay.
Also on my Facebook page, Khador Publica Studios, same handle.
Yeah. Please check it out, guys. Please check it out. It's incredible. They asked for your profile, it's fine, like social media, and then I sent them. Because like they were like, I think they were a bit skeptical. I think they were skeptical. They thought like I'm running around the bush, because like with those delays, and when she saw the work, she was like, you got a real one, and I was like, yeah, like it's proper, and even now we're getting applause from all over Africa now. It's already been shown. It's already been shown in different cities. The podcast is gonna add into that. I'm also gonna be filing a report, and get those pictures posted on the website. So that they'll see who's behind the work, and all of that. So it's already getting out there. I understand.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. And I appreciate so much, bro. You had a lot of patience when it comes to this thing. I thought I'm gonna flop at some point. I'm gonna flop, because like we had those delays at that time, and also the rain. That was too much at some point, but luckily the spring is here now. So so now and then, but at least there's lesser and lesser rain. Anything you wanna share before we wrap up, King?
Now, man, just to inspire people to be themselves. Because abantu bazibambile and abantu they're living with fear. So I mean, we have nothing to fear. We fear for what's coming. We don't know ingomso, but we have the says ba amangomso sesogwini. So I say to people, so philela ingomso ngalaziyo, Just live up yourself, philela namhlanje as if tomorrow may never come. Just go all out, because if we has limiter for ungomso, you don't know the person who might see you. Suppose okanye kudlule namhlanje, if besingayenzanga the podcast, then someone passed here besingekho. So you never know the right time, and you never know who's watching. So always be 100% every day, give your all. Ungathi nanzi abagrand ngomso okanye nonza uyenza ngomso, kanti the right person came today when uplane ngengomso. It's always like that, utilize namhlanje.
That's tough. I have two more last questions. I want this question. I don't know, maybe you're not an expert for this question, but I've just asked it. We had an issue about, not really an issue, but like we were speculating it might have been the issue. Walls for not promotions, walls for messages. Campaign still falls. Let's say walls for messages and campaigns, and walls for commercial purposes. Like, if you own a wall or you have a yard, how do you differentiate from those two? Because bakola confusion,
Okay.
Say
as a wall owner.
Like bazofuna ndoni aba. how do I differentiate from people who wants to do community work and people who actually have to pay me for my wall because they want to advertise?
Now, basically, if I'm approaching you one-on-one, even if I'm coming on either side, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But as the project is ongoing, immediately if I'm putting up logos, company logos, and using everything that's commercial, because as you can see here, it's only weddings, only art. And now you can tell that those people are not sent by any, it's not an advertising mural actually. Because if we had murals like, I don't want to name brands. But if I'm doing it for my purpose, that's where I'm expressing myself, that's where I'm using all the color choices. I can also add whatever that fits the environment. Then that's where you can really differentiate. There's no logos.
Okay.
I would say that,
Yeah. Because it's a difficult one, man. And I thought about it, and I was like, Ish, I can't be hard on people when it comes to their walls, because like there's a lot of information circulating around, but they need to. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, they need to. They got to. Yeah, I understand. What was my last question? Oh, abantu abafuna amathonga abo baba bebahle. Like, are you doing that? And how do you do that?
Nah, man, whoever wants their wall painted can communicate in Amgu socials as I've already given handles. But I also do some walls to purify, yabo. Just for his bedtime some, yabo. I also ask walls just to paint around, because I feel like I'm not supposed to be doing the walls only when it's commissioned.
Okay.
I also do e-walls just for feeding the freedom to the streets. Because that's where I'm coming. And that's how this project started. I started by doing my own murals, and that's where I was noticed. That's how I became seen as a mural artist. Otherwise, I'd say if I waited to do murals for commissions only, then I wouldn't have started. So for I'm everywhere. Whenever they can get me. I'm available.
And I never asked you this question. Have you ever done a Buzz Art?
Buzz Art, another brand I don't want to associate myself with. Yeah, but I've tried working with them, but the deal never went good. There was some disagreement. But I cannot go word to word.
Now we're gonna talk about that behind the scenes. I might have an idea. You guys don't crucify me, because they I don't think they will watch, but they know me. I know the CEO. I've known people who work there. I was around there for some time. I wouldn't say I was something pan, but I was around for some time. Like I think two or three of their campaigns, like 3 different years, before and after COVID.
I did one project with them, a workshop project. Until we had those disagreements. So that's when I took a step back. As much as they are a big company in Cape Town, international, but I felt like they were looking down on local artists, to be honest with you, because this is me, I'm not hiding anything. So I think they respect our international artists more, so their budget was sloppy. We were doing the same project, and they were mainly focusing on paying the international artists big price than us, but we were doing the same job. So that's when the deal went off. Because growing up, bro, I express myself at all times. I won't settle for less, knowing, but nah, man, I came here to do my job. I have experience to do this thing. So it's either I do it with the amount that we agreed on, or if you don't wanna go my footsteps, then we'd rather not do it at all. So that's where that's actually where I bent the bridge. Let me say.
Nah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'll tell you behind the scenes why it makes sense. I can't say it now. I can't say it now. I'll spill the beans behind this. Yeah, man. I think Are you going to end up before I wrap up? Oh, good.
Nah, we're good. Let people follow us.
Please follow him on all social media platforms, man. It's been an amazing one, guys. The next time you see me, it's gonna be episode number 100. I know you guys have been waiting so long for episode number 100, and finally, uzovela on your screens. As soon as possible, we're gonna have episode number 100 up there. Shout out to New Wave Podcast for collaborating on episode number 100. Shout out to Ikecha Wi-Fi for keeping us online. Check them on www.ikecha.co.za and get yourself some Wi-Fi. If you want to advertise with us, please email us thekasimayamtv@gmail.com, or also DM us on Instagram or Facebook. It's thekasimayamtv. We're available for advertising. You want to have an advertising banner. You want a segment. We have 30-second segments if you want to advertise something. We're now ready to take your advertisements. We beyond 100 episodes, and we're also over 3K subscribers. Shout out to everyone who's subscribed, man. You guys are doing amazing job. Please make sure you share and comment and like, and make sure that we get this episode to each and every corner that's necessary. Otherwise, ngiyabonga mani, ngiyashiselwa bafethu. Ngiyashiselwa lelanga bafethu. Sesosopekana eJozi bafethu ngo December yabo. Ngiyazwakala bafethu. Otherwise, there's no football here in Cape Town. Ngizayizela eJozi bafethu. Otherwise, intwana yenu coffee lona bafethu man. Ngisaqwala silana eBarcelona ematyotyomeni mara nothi kula wokine Paul man. Club Baptist Church bafethu. Asibonga.
Sai, peace.